This action-packed fishing video is going to show 3 strategies for catching a ton of fish near shore. We had the best cobia bite that I've ever seen, plus got some great mackerel, flounder, a variety of species. We were fishing with Captain Ryan Harrington, and he gave some incredibly valuable tips on how to have a lot of success near shore.
What's up, guys? Got Joe, Luke, Captain Ryan Harrington, and we are out here doing a little mini series on nearshore fishing in the fall and even into the winter, catching kind of the mixed bag, the mixed cornucopia, if you will. We already got, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 cobia, I don't even remember how many it is. So cobia, tripletail already today here, maybe some mackerel, some big mangrove snapper. What else are we doing?
Yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag this time of year, transition period between the hot, summertime and the cold winter time. So getting out here on the beach, this is fun. It is a mixed bag. You can get a little bit of everything. Like say we've already got tripletail and cobia today. Kind of run the beaches. You got to be prepared for everything. There's still some big black drum out here. The redfish schools will get out here to spawn. It's not out of the ordinary to catch a dozen different species out here, and they're all fun and big and fight good. So we're gonna see what we can get today. Already started out, good this morning. So.
Yeah, just using lures so far, just the prawn on a heavier jig head so far.
Yeah, we're just bouncing them on the bottom to start. Found some structure out here, and the cobia you can sight cast on the surface, but we're not seeing them on the surface, so they're just bouncing jigs on the bottom, and already got 5 or 6 to the boat.
Mm-hmm. There we go. That's a cobia. That is definitely a cobia.
But it's almost guarantee action. If you have live bait plus lures and work the bottom and the top, you're going to be catching some fish.
Just fire it up.
Yeah, we haven't thrown a live bait yet. I think this is number 7 on the cobia, just all on jigs.
You got any friends with them?
Let's see.
I don't see anything else big next to him. Nice. Get his head up there. Woo! Yeah, these things get so fired up. He sees that net, he's like, nope. And this is on this Otis 2500, and I got the slam stick, my favorite just overall setups. All right, I got his head up this time. There we go. Woo! Those things are fired up. And let's talk about handling these as well, Captain Ryan.
They do look pretty harmless, and like most fish that have a dorsal fin, these hide their dorsal fin. So when you go to grab them, they look completely silky and harmless. Actually, right now, he has his spikes down, but you'll see when I grab him, he's got a series of about 8 spikes. They'll come up here, so you don't want to grab him like a normal fish. You're gonna have a bloody hand real quick. So I let him calm down. And cobia are known for fighting you more inside the boat than outside sometimes. So the best way I like to do it is try and get in their gill plate. Gills are a little bit harder to get to because they're kind of on the bottom opposed to most fish on the side. So
look at that.
You can hold him there and you'll see these spikes. He's almost got them recessed right now. You'll see him go straight up. So that series of spikes, that's why you don't want to grab them here. Those spikes in your hand, that's going to end your day pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can just get your hand in their gills here, you can calm them down. Fun little cobia. And they're cooperating. They're chewing pretty good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Let them get bigger.
Oh yeah, baby. Lukey's on.
There we are. The prawn without the tail, and it didn't seem to matter. Something bouncing on the bottom, went up and hammered it.
What's cool too, there's a lot of different fish on these structures, but we're targeting cobia, and so far it's all we've caught, which is that's a good thing when you're just getting your targeted species.
Here's a great tip from Ryan, but unfortunately the audio was scratchy, so I'm going to go paraphrase. And he's talking about chumming, and in situations like this where there's bottom structure, the fish aren't on the top, so they're probably down low, and so he's getting one bait at a time and squeezing it. So these are live pilchards, squeezing it to injure it. It's still alive, but it's basically slowly sinking down. If you throw an entire school, like a net full of live baits, they're going to form their own little school and they're going to swim off. But if you do one at a time, squeeze them, they do little helicopters and they go down, and it really gets the fish fired up. Most importantly is that they stay in the zone, they don't swim off. Here is some more fish catching action.
That's a fish there.
What do you have on, Joe?
I got the big prawn.
First cast?
Yeah.
See if we can get some of his buddies to come up with him. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, man, look at all of them. Joel, get in there. Joel, you got to see this.
Look how cool it is.
Dang, we'll pull them up and see if they come with them.
It's almost like mahi fishing too. If you leave him in the water, you can almost let him go back down and he'll bring the other ones back up with him. If he's getting that first one to bite. There you go.
Oh yeah.
That might be a better one.
Doubling up, baby.
Go.
Heck yeah.
That's what we wanted.
Get away from that. Oh yeah, look, Joel, look.
Look at them all. They're chasing that one bait.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, we almost doubled.
That would have been crazy.
This is probably the perfect size setup for these two. It's the good kind of fish. Gives you a good fight. You don't have to worry about getting spooled. Number 9.
Anything different with some of these that have like a stripe on them? Is it male, female, or just how they are?
No, it's like some, most fish, gag grouper and stuff, even redfish, they can get lighter or darker based on if they're living on sand or not. No, these, I don't know, I think the smaller ones are all gonna be males anyways, but this one has a lot more white to them. They look very similar to remora at a certain size. And when you gill them, they do have a pocket. Once you get up in that pocket there, you're not gonna hurt the fish too bad, and it gives you a good grip on them. We're catching. It's not taking long on that prawn.
Oh, there we go.
Doubled. Love it. Woo. Hey, double digits. It's 10 and 11. Number 12.
Not that anybody's counting.
No. I just want to get the double digits. Yeah, these guys have a pretty big mouth, so even for his size, you can see it's a pretty big mouth, so don't be afraid to use big baits on these guys. They got the mouths to eat them. They're known as crab crushers. So they'll eat giant blue crabs, they'll eat anything big that swims, they got the mouth for it, especially when they get big 30, 40 pounders. You can almost not throw a bait too big, but right now these prawns are absolutely crushing it. Not that we're counting, but that's 16.
There you go.
Ooh.
Oh, it came up. Yeah, for a second there, it had
doubles.
a nicer one there, Luke.
Yeah, this is definitely a nice one here.
Nice. We know there's at least 20 down there. Cobia on there.
Oh! Nailed it! No! Yes, he's going out.
That's the grown one. Let me know if you need me to go around the buoy. That's a good one.
He's right there. Oh. Dude, just straight retrieve, ripping it through there.
Nice.
There's a big one on it.
Where is that? Oh yeah, you're right. Dude, I don't have a
Mackerel, it looks like.
I have a mackerel on the Cobia's falling it. It's definitely a bigger one. Dude, look at the size of this
That's
guy.
a good mackerel.
Holy smokes. Look at all them behind it.
Golly. Man, you catch that one king of the beach, that's a $5,000 mackerel right there. That's a good one. On the skinny lipper.
Heck yeah.
Look at that.
Picture of that.
So the way you can tell the difference in a kingfish and a Spanish mackerel, they look almost identical at this size. But if you look at their dorsal or their lateral line here, you see how it kind of slowly goes down. If this were to be a kingfish, you would see a 90-degree turn and go down. But the juvenile kingfish will have these same yellow dots.
Tell me if the friend comes up. I can't see him yet.
I don't see him now. It's almost like they give you one shot, and like they see the boat. Oh!
Yeah, that was the shot.
Oh, that was
Dude,
cool.
that was so
Right
cool.
there,
It came
dude.
out of nowhere. Look at all the cobia following that.
Oh yeah, look at them all.
Here, Luke.
Damn.
Oh man, you're on.
Got him.
Let's go! Now you can get one of his buddies too.
That was awesome. This is just 10 pound braid here. This is my
Yeah.
wow.
All right, you guys gotta check this out. Luke just got a cobia on the skinny lipper. Saw some cobia up here. and they were fighting over it. It was epic. Oh, there's a couple. Yeah, there are a couple more down there with them.
See if we can get them.
First Cobia on the old skinny lipper. That's skinny lipper XL too, huh?
Yeah. Oh, come on. Using this for trout earlier, and now Cobia.
And 10-pound braid, light tackle. Oh yeah!
Nice.
Check that out. That is awesome. Nailed it.
Sweet.
They're coming.
Looking at it. Oh!
Look at them.
Oh, skinny lipper Cobia! That is so sick. Woo!
That was awesome.
Number 2, sight casting Cobia on the skinny lipper. That thing is working you on that little light gear, 10-pound braid.
Cobia on the trout rod.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hook's
That's one of the
that, too.
cooler cobia bites you'll ever see right there.
Yeah, that is pretty neat.
I was trying to weed out the smaller ones, but they're all pretty much all about this size, so this one finally sucked it down. After catching all those cobia, we decided to go a little bit shallower to see if there's some different species holding there, and that's where we got some nice flounder. Same exact gear, Prawn USA on the 3/4 ounce jig head. And then after a couple of these really nice flounder, we went off to look for some different species. Here goes.
All right, so we just stopped here. We were just cruising to a new spot, and you saw birds dive in. You saw some bait balls on top. Talk about what happened and why we stopped here.
Definitely, yeah. We're about 1.5 miles, 2 miles offshore. So unlike your inshore where you have known spots and structure, out here you just want to look for any kind of action. So not a lot of birds working today, but we saw some bait balls. It's clear enough water we can actually see the darker areas of bait balls, and also run the side scan.
So we got some pelican, seagulls. We got a pelican diving right out there.
Yep, we're in a good hard bottom area. It's not necessarily the exact same spot you're going to go to every time, but if you get in that general area and just kind of keep your eyes open, see where the bait is.
On.
There we go. But we're in the middle of the bait right now, so we're going to cast around in here, and should be quite a bit of action. So mixed bag. We'll see what we can catch.
We're tripled up as soon as we put lines out. Luke's got skinny lipper. I got a prawn, big, nice jack. And Captain Ryan is...
Put a big pinfish out here on a flat line, just hanging out. And as soon as they doubled up, we got something here. I haven't seen it yet, but hoping for a big cobia.
That'd be awesome.
It's kind of head shaking like either a cobia or a shark. We'll see.
Luke had something come up and nail his skinny lipper. Might have been the shark.
There's the leader.
On the big rod too, huh?
Yeah.
Woo, baby.
Yeah, we stopped on this bait and wasn't a whole lot going on. A couple bait fish, and then all of a sudden, triple header. It's got to be patient sometimes.
Up. Now Captain Ryan is putting in some work. Thought he's going to be able to sit it out, but
Shark.
Yeah. Mackerel.
Woo, good release.
Oh, I think it's a solid mackerel.
I'm on too.
You under me? There.
Another good one.
Here, I want to switch spots.
You need a bar. That thing came up with camera.
Yeah.
This final spot of the day is a channel marker. These hold a lot of life in many situations, especially during the fall. They hold bait, and when there's bait, there's going to be predators. And this is actually a cobia that I was catching while Joe was on an important call with the new owners of Salt Strong. Here, Joe actually introduced it to the call of over 100 people.
Chip, real quick, I hate to interrupt. This might be the first time it's ever happened. Luke is catching a monster cobia in the middle of our very first Casera meeting.
Yeah, that was actually a board meeting, and they certainly got a kick out of the fact that we were out there fishing. But I just wanted to let you know that this type of fishing does not require chumming. In this case, we did not throw chummers. We just simply started bouncing the prawn lures around the bottom, around this piling. There's a little bit of structure down there, and there's a variety of species. We caught multiple sea trout, as well as other stuff like lizardfish and sand perch. Just a lot of life holds in spots like this, and it's very easy to fish. Here's a look at the equipment that we use this trip. As you can see, it's very basic. We pretty much only used 2 lures. We had the Prawn USA Original rigged on a weedless football jig for the deep structure, right? For bottom structure, bouncing along the bottom while staying weedless. This has been a game changer for catching a bunch of fish. Most people don't get their lures close enough to the structure. Having these weedless allows you to not only get close to the structure without getting snagged, but number two, it flat out gets strikes from all sorts of species. And when the fish were a little bit more aggressive, or the mackerel that were feeding closer to the surface, we had this Skinny Lipper XL. This thing casts an absolute mile. So when we got out to those areas where those bait pods were scattered around, we could launch this thing and cover multiple bait pods very easily without having to use the troll motor or anything. We basically were just drifting and using a long casting lure to cover a lot of water, and that's it. As far as the rods and reels, the main one that we used was this setup right here. This is the slot machine medium heavy. So going after cobia, the bigger fish, they're big and strong, especially near structure, you need to have a little bit of strength. So the medium heavy is what I was using with this, the bottom rig. But for the Skinny Lipper XL, I only had one of these medium heavies and I didn't want to be going back and forth. So I just put this on my medium power slot machine. This is the one in the back. It has the 2500 Otis with 10-pound braid. It casts an absolute mile. It was insane how far it casted, and the fact that I was hooking the fish away from structure. Even that 10-pound braid and a medium power rod is plenty strong enough to land some good fish. As far as the reel, I forgot to mention that before. On the medium heavy slot machine, I like the Ballistic MQ. You can obviously pair this with many reels, but the Ballistic MQ 3000 is just so lightweight, and it's just easy to fish this all day long without getting tired. If you need any of this equipment, it's all available at fishstrong.com, and members have huge savings, especially on the most important part of the equation, these rods. These slot machine rods are the nicest rods I've ever used before. If you're throwing artificial lures and you want to have peak performance, this slot machine is absolutely amazing, and members save $100 on each rod. That more than covers an entire year's worth of membership. If you have any questions about this trip or this equipment that I talked about, please leave a comment down below. Otherwise, thank you so much for your time and watching. We hope to see you again soon.